What's up, YouTube? LTH coming at you with a Sunday video. 713 the Bio City. We up in the building. So, and before I talk about it, the season in review for the Texans, and of course, some other factors that I didn't mention in my recap video, I just want to, congratulations to the Washington Commanders on a hard fought upset win over the Detroit Lions by a score of 45-31. I mean, I'm like, dang, who the hell would have thought that Jaden Daniels would be playing in his first NFC title game as a rookie quarterback? And even, even, and not to mention, it's been since 33 years since Washington last played in the NFC title game. And man, gotta congratulate them and their fans. And of course, I gotta shout out the brother Big Simple, Skins fan for life. And of course, Awesome to Sports. Congratulations to y'all. Y'all really earned that spot in the NFC Championship game. I mean, they truly deserved it. You know, I mean, Washington moved that ball well, and it's safe to say that the injuries of that Lions defense finally caught up to them. Because safe to say that they could not stop a nosebleed when it mattered most. You know, but I did pick the Lions to win, but I got a feel for they fans, truth be told. After going 15-2, having a 1 seed with a shot to make a deeper playoff run, only for that to be shot down by going one and done at the hands of the Commanders. But and I also, gotta shout out my guy C-Rad TV, C-Rad, the diehard Lions fan. And Mondo Ray Moore, shout out to you. I mean, sucks the season for the Lions ended the way it did, but safe to say, man, the Lions defense just got to get 1,000% more healthier. Which is like me saying that the Texans, got to get more healthier in the receiving core as well. So, but yeah, congratulations to the Washington Commanders. Or should I say Redskins? Now, I still call them the Redskins either way. But now let's get on to it, The Texans, I mean, yeah, I understand that, and what I learned is that, the scoring just wasn't there, man. I mean, the yards were there. I mean, they had over 300 yards in total, but at the same time, they just couldn't put together drives to score points had when it mattered most. So and if you could take away some, missed field goals and a missed extra point, you know, and Texans might have had a chance, playing an AFC championship game. But, but that's not the case since they remain the only team in the league to not play in a conference title game. And what's on my mind? And I understand, part of the 8 sacks was Stroud holding on to the ball for too long and not reading the blitzes effectively. I mean, but like I said in my recap, gotta credit Spags, for putting together a defensive game plan when it counted. I mean, the defense is there for sure, but man, it's just the offensive productivity, man, that just wasn't there when it mattered. Which leads me to say what needs to happen in the off season. And of course, gotta beef up that offensive line on the interior portion for sure. Beef up the O-line and, add some more key receivers too. A big body receiver, knowing Tank Dell won't play in 25. And hopefully re-sign Stephon Diggs, to at least one more year. But if not, then hey, why not bring in 2 receivers? Some key, or even trade for one. another key weapon for Stroud, because because you know they because can't always rely on Nico Collins in key third down situations in any playoff game. So you got to get another weapon for Stroud. And of course the defense is there too. Though wouldn't mind adding a little more defensive firepower, in the safety position. Even with, Jalen Petrie and Jimmy Ward coming back, gotta add another safety or two, along with some, even with additional corner or D line. Hell, even in the D line wouldn't be so bad. And of course you gotta add more linebackers as well. I mean, unless the defensive players we signed there on the contract, but I feel like the starting D line was like mostly 1 year deals, you know. But I gotta say, Fatukasi, Mario Edwards Jr., Tim Settle, I mean, they were pretty underrated in that D line for sure. Pretty underrated. Gotta say Will Anderson played his ass off, and Daniil Hunter. I mean, but as far as the 2024 in review goes, I mean, yeah, back-to-back 10-7s with another division title, but man, I gotta say, if the offense was a little bit more consistent, as far as, scoring when it counted in the second half and protecting Stroud better, I mean, I feel like the Texans could have finished with at least 12 or 13 wins. And even with a higher seed, considering the fact that they'd still be playing a wild card game, but I mean, could have finished better than 10-7. Had they endured some bad losses, and as far as blowing games is concerned, example that Lions game on Sunday Night Football, bad loss to the Titans at home, and of course, losing to the Jets on Thursday Night Football, and being 1-5 against playoff teams, which won't always cut it, because they had their opportunities to make a statement and failed to do so. So it's unfortunate that the Texans are going to have to wait another year to do that. Make a statement, not just in the regular season, but in the playoffs as well. So, hopefully, they'll learn from this. Not just from this loss to KC in the playoffs, who is now 3-0 versus the Texans in the playoffs. Pat Mahomes being 4-1, including the playoffs versus Houston. But overall, let this be a learning curve for the Texans going forward. And hopefully Stroud will heal up and come back full strength. Just like the whole squad. Can and will come back full strength. And hopefully no injuries before the start of next season occur. Because I know the NFL draft, the free agency, NFL combine, got to get through those. Along with the championship Sunday and the Super Bowl. I don't give a crap about that Pro Bowl games. Back-to-back 10-7s, all those should have been better than 10-7 had they not blown some games. But, if it means making a statement, a meaningful statement at that. But hey, it is what the hell it is, though. Still proud of how they battled, even with the adversity at times. But, just got to be a little more extra consistent, Got to get a better offensive coordinator, since I see Bobby Slowick leaving for a head coaching position. Also got to get another offensive line coach that'll push the O-line into, pass protecting better and in the run blocking at that. Got to get another O-line coach. And there will be some other coaches that could leave too, but hopefully Frank Ross sticks around, man, as special teams coordinator, because that dude is nice. You got to keep him around. But as far as slow it goes, I mean, thank you for your time, but hey, it's time to find a new OC, and also and another O-line coach. But and like I said, got to get that O-line situated, and along with the wide receiver room, which is the offensive priorities going into the upcoming off season. And thankfully they resigned Brevin Jordan to another year. Glad to have him coming back for 25. And just like I'm glad that Jimmy Ward and Jalen Petrie, who played their butts off, coming back for 25. Because, injuries, man, injuries truly suck for real. Especially late in the season too, and in the playoffs together. At the worst time, key injuries can and will come back to hunt you. Yeah, they're part of the game, but look at the Lions defense when they endured all them defensive injuries. And I got to say, it also came back to bite them in the butt. And, it goes to show, man, injuries are the last thing that you want to see happening. Especially like late in the season too. Oh man, hate to see it. I truly hate to see it. But once again, I just thought I'd give my 2 cents in on the 2024 season review. And what Houston got to address in the upcoming off season. But hey, once again, congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Redskins on advancing the championship Sunday. Houston's got to wait another year as they fell to 0-6 in the divisional round. So, as they say, only time will tell. But till my next video, LTH checking on up out of here. 713 to Bio City, always and forever. Go Houston Texans. I'm out.